The Gina and Matty podcast.
Now, Gina, a lot of ordinary news around, so we thought we'd spin it a little bit and do some good news.
Absolutely. We want you to share us some of your good news as well. But I found a couple of good news stories. Now, last week we mentioned about Molly the magpie. How he had been taken away from his family that he loves to visit the dogs and stuff. He's back. He's back home. Apparently lots of bum tail wagging was going on and the dogs are very excited. So this is a really cool good friendship between a magpie and two pit bull dogs.
Love that.
So he's back home with his family, which is very cute.
Good news. Hey, let me give you a bit of a news sting. Hang on.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
No pool, no problem. As for a remote, I don't know how to say this town, Walmaringal Primary School's 5 pupils, so there's only 5 pupils, 4 made the New South Wales State School Swimming Finals.
Amazing.
So when they train, they have to travel more than 200 kilometres to the nearest pool, so it's easier for them to jump in Culgoa River that flows through town, and it's muddy and sticks and everything according to the kids, but their coach says the reason that's so good is that he gets them to swim against the tide, which is really, really cool. Is it a tide? The current. So it's a remote community of only 72 people, about 130 kilometres northeast of Burke in northwestern New South Wales. The primary school's got only 5 students. 4 of them make up the swim team. Now, before you're feeling too bad about the 5th.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a good news story for 4 of them.
He's still learning how to swim. So he's still. And despite the distance from a pool, all 4 qualified for the State Public School Swimming Championships in Sydney on Thursday and Friday. The quad squad took a bus to Dubbo and then a flight to the Big Smoke, travelling 650 kilometres to get to the Sydney Olympic Aquatic Centre for their big relay race.
Amazing.
Isn't that a good story?
There's some good news.
Put that on the news.
Absolutely. Lead with that, Ann Sanders. Gina and Matty's Facebook page. Josh wants to give the team at BP Wild Bean Cafe Erina a shout out. They supply the good vibes and great coffee all morning, and when I go in, they're listening to Gina and Matty. Shout out to the team.
Hi.
Jojo Buchanan, I won in life because my children and grandchildren love me, which is lovely. And Jacqueline Clement, I work in aged care and I love what I do. Thank you, Jackie. All right, so if you've got some good news, it doesn't have to be anything like you think, it's not that big a deal.
But it can be anything.
Anything. Give us a call.
Someone let you in the traffic, maybe.
How good.
I like that.
Thank you very much to the Suzuki Swift that let me in.
Yes.
How nice.
Yes.
Angelo is on the line. Hi, Angelo.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, buddy. What's your good news?
We're just heading down to the State Water Polo Championships in Sydney Aquatic Centre.
Oh, okay, huge. So, are you competing? Are you coaching? What's your involvement?
I've got my oldest boy in the under-16s and my middle girl playing the under-14s women. And it's a 5-day tournament. The 16s are this week and the 14s are next week. It's nearly the end of the season, and we're going to hopefully finish on a high.
Good luck.
Where do the water polo genes come from, Angelo? For both of them to be in their states.
Definitely not myself. No, my boy used to play soccer, and then he just come up to me one day and said, "Oh, Dad, I don't want to play soccer anymore. I want to play water polo." I said, "Oh, okay, let's play water polo." And he plays for Sydney Northern Beaches in Sydney.
Yep.
And he's actually in the under-16s Australian squad. So they'll go into camp straight after this tournament. And hopefully maybe make the team to tour New Zealand in July.
Oh, incredible. Wow. Angelo, can you keep us updated on how he's going? And we'll keep everyone across the coast up to date on the under-14s and the under-16s national team, mate. That's great news.
For sure. Look, water polo doesn't get it's the hardest sport in the world. And it should get so much more funding, but, hopefully one day it does.
Oh, absolutely, Angelo.
Well, good luck
Thank
today.
You, mate. Went a little AM on us at the end there, Angelo, with the funding, but I appreciate the good news. Michelle's in Baddo Bay. Hi, Michelle.
Hi there.
Okay, you've got some good news?
I do. So on the weekend, I attended the Central Coast Regional Show with my guinea pigs and ended up walking away with a couple of prizes. So it was wonderful. Good day out.
Okay.
What are their names?
So these ones were called She's on Point and She's Got Grace.
Can I just clear something up? You didn't just go to the regional show with your guinea pig and won some prizes off the Sideshow Alley, right? You went to and they were competing in a guinea pig competition.
That's exactly right. So they're standard bred competition.
Yeah.
And they're actually judged. We had a judge over from Western Australia, so they're judged to a specific standard. And so they ended up, they're actually sisters, big sister and little sister. And, they both won the Best Marked award and the Runner-Up Marked award.
And Michelle, is that just like a beauty contest or did they have to show some talent as well?
Look, I guess you could say it's like a beauty contest. The only talent they really need is to just be sitting there and sitting nice and still for the judge to be able to look at them properly, so they don't have to do any tricks or any performing or anything
They
like
didn't
that.
have to answer how they'd solve world peace or anything
No,
like
that's
that.
exactly right. Exactly.
I've just gone to our Facebook page, Michelle. Is that you that's put a photo of the guinea pigs up on our Facebook
Yes, it
page?
is.
Oh,
Yes,
incredible.
that's a
There
photo
they
of them
are,
on there.
with their ribbons.
So cute.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Oh, thank you. And I'd just like to add as well, so for anyone on the Central Coast or anywhere else that has guinea pigs, the New South Wales KV Club is actually running a big pet show at YE on the 28th of July. It is open to anyone with guinea pigs. It's a matter of just turning up on the day, entering your guinea pigs. There's heaps of different fun classes. So if you've got pet guinea pigs, you can enter them in the fancy dress, the quickest cruncher, the most colourful hair, prettiest eyes, all these sort of things. So it's a fabulous day out, and it's also open for anyone of the public that just wants to come and have a look.
So
Amazing.
cute.
Michelle, what do you dress your guinea pigs up as? If it was a fancy dress?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably a fairy or something like that.
I love it so much. Do you have a collective name? Like, you know how Taylor Swift fans are all called Swifties? For you guinea pig enthusiasts, do you have like a nickname for all of you?
Look, I don't know. For the people that actually show guinea pigs and are part of the KV clubs in Australia, I guess we call it fanciers, because we're part of the KV Fancy. So I guess you'd call it, KV fanciers. But, I don't actually know if we've got, a real collective name like the Swifties do.
Okay, I love it so much, Michelle. You keep us up to date on what's going on in the world of guinea pigs as well, okay?
Shall do. Thanks, guys.
No worries.
Bye.
It's Gina and Matty here with you on Star 104.5. I love what we just did.
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.